चलिए शुरू करते हैं। वृंदावन रम्यस्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर तारामर आवृत कालिंदी रे राजहंसा केली कोरे ताहे शोभे कनक कमल तारामध्ये हेमपीठ अष्टदलवेष्टित अष्टदले प्रधान नायिका तारामध्ये रत्नासने बोशियाचे दुई जने श्यामा संगे सुंदरी राधिका ओ रूप लावण्य राशी आम्ही या पोरीचे खाशी हास्य परिहास संभाषणे नरोत्तम दास कोय नित्य लीला सुखमोय सदाई स्फुरक मोरा मने वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहर. So today we are starting with Antya Lila. We finished Adi-lila, Madhya-lila, Antya-lila. Antya-lila has 2 volumes, little bigger volumes though, and there are 20 chapters. So, but we are making a great progress. We finished so much. All right. Today we are reading the first chapter of Antya-lila, which is titled as Rupa Gosvami's second meeting with the Lord. Bhagwan left Varanasi, and then from there he came to Jagannath Puri, and Rupa Gosvami again came to meet him. We are going to hear that story. Pangum langayate shailam mukam avartaye chutim yat kripatam maham vande Krishnam Chaitanyam Ishwaram. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose mercy even a lame man can cross over a mountain and a dumb man can recite Vedic literature. My path, now Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is writing, my path is very difficult. I am blind. My feet are slipping again. And therefore, may the saints help me by granting me the stick of their mercy as a support. I pray to the lotus feet of all the 6 Goswamis so that all impediments to my writing this literature will be annihilated and my real desire will be fulfilled. Glory to all merciful Radha and Madan Mohan. I am lame and ill-advised, yet they are my directors. Their lotus feet are everything to me. In the temple of jewels in Vrindavan, underneath a desire tree, Sri Radha Govinda, served by their most confidential associates, sit on a effulgent throne. I offer my humble obeisances to them. Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpa Drumadha Srimad Ratnagara Simhasana Sthau Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devau Preshtali Bhi Sevamanau Smarami श्रीमान रसारंभी वंशी वट तटस्थित कर्शन वेणु स्वनैर गोप गोपीनाथ श्रियस्तु. Srila Gopinath, who originated from the transcendental mellow of the rasa dance, stands on the shore of Vanshivata and attracts the attention of the cowherd damsels with the sound of his celebrated flute. May they all confer upon us their benedictions. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, all glories to Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I have briefly described the Madhya-lila. Now I will describe Antya-lila. And then he says, I am almost invalid because I'm very old. And I know that any moment I may die. So therefore, I've already described some portions of the Antya-lila in the beginning itself. In accordance with the synopsis that I wrote previously, I will describe in detail whatever I have not mentioned. वृंदावन है ते प्रभु नीला चले आइला स्वरूप गोसाई गौड़े वर्त पठैला. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to Jagannath Puri from Vrindavan, Sarup Damodar Gosai immediately sent news of Lord's arrival to the devotees in Bengal. Upon hearing this news, so Mahaprabhu has come as usual. People were waiting when will he come. Now the news went to Bengal, to Mother Sachi, to Shivanand Sen, and then they decided, okay, Mahaprabhu is here in Odisha. We have to go back for the car festival, Jagannath Rath Yatra festival. And all the devotees of Kulingram and Sri Khanda, along with Advaita Acharya, and they all came to meet Shivanand Sen. And Shivanand Sen is the tours and travel operator. He arranged everything. While they were coming, this time, while they were coming from Bengal to Odisha, a dog joined them. One day, they needed to cross a river. An Odishan boatman would not allow the dog to get into the boat. Shivanand Sen, unhappy that the dog had to stay behind, paid the boatman 10 pana of conch shells to take the dog across the river. One day, while Shivanand was detained by a tollman, his servant forgot to give the dog its cooked rice. At night, Shivanand Sen returned and was taking his meal. And he inquired from the servant whether the dog has gotten his meal. When he learned that the dog had not been given food, Shivanand Sen was very unhappy. He then immediately sent 10 men to find the dog, but the dog was not to be found. Shivanand Sen became very unhappy, and that night he fasted. In the morning, they looked for the dog, but they could not find the dog anywhere. All the Vaishnavas were very astonished. Then, in great anxiety, they walked towards Jagannath Puri, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met them as usual. When they went there, Mahaprabhu received them and then took lunch with them. As previously, the Lord provided them all the quarters. All the arrangements are done because year after year they are coming at the same time, so the arrangements are almost similar. When they all sat down that day to have lunch, suddenly Shivanand Sen saw, oh, the dog. The dog which was lost, they could not find the dog. And he was very upset that the dog was not given food. And they walked already. So suddenly they are sitting with Mahaprabhu and this dog is again sitting there. So Shivanand Sen just saw that the same dog is sitting a little apart from the Lord. Furthermore, he saw that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is throwing some remnants of green coconut pulp to the dog. And smiling on his way, he was saying to the dog, chant Hare Krishna, chant Hare Krishna. The dog was eating the coconut green pulp and chanting Krishna, Krishna again and again. All the devotees were very surprised. And when he saw the dog sitting in that way and chanting the name of Krishna, Shivanand, because of his natural humility, immediately offered his obeisances to the dog. He said, I'm very sorry. I tried to bring you here and my servant didn't give you food. I felt very guilty. But I'm so happy that you are with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu right now. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is feeding you. So that day he spoke like this. And the next day, the dog was no more. The dog had obtained its spiritual body and departed for Vaikuntha, the spiritual kingdom. Such are the beautiful pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Meanwhile, Etha Prabhu Agya Rupa Haila Vrindavana, Krishna Lila Natak Karita Haila Mana. Meanwhile, following the orders of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Gosvami returned to Vrindavan. He desired to write dramas concerning the pastimes of Lord Krishna. In Vrindavan, he began to write a drama. And he wrote the verses to invoke Goddess Lakshmi. So the book was started in Vrindavan, but now he was coming back to meet Mahaprabhu one more time. So while on his way to Gaudiya Desha, Bengal, Rupa Goswami was thinking what to write in the drama, what will be the whole plot, the story, everything. And thus he made some notes and he began to write. In this way, the two brothers, Rupa and Anupam, reached Bengal. But when they arrived, Anupam died in Bengal. Rupa Goswami then departed from Bengal to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was some delay due to the death of Anupam. But when he was returning back, in the province of Odisha, there is a place called as Satyabhamapur. So Srila Goswami that night was staying in Satyabhamapur. And in the night, he dreamed that a very beautiful celestial woman has come before him and told him, Amara natak pritak karaha rachana, Amar kripate natak haibe vilakshana. So this celestial lady in the dream is coming to Rupa Goswami and saying, please write a separate drama about me. And by my mercy, it will be extraordinarily beautiful. Srila Rupa Goswami got up and thought of the dream. And then he thought, oh, I am in Satyabhamapura. Mostly it was Satyabhama. And then I have brought together in one work all the pastimes performed by Lord Krishna in Vrindavan in Dwarka. Now I shall have to divide them into two dramas. So first he thought he'll write a big book, which will include all the dramas, all the leelas of Krishna from Mathura till Dwarka. But after coming to Odisha and getting this dream, Rupa Goswami got a clear indication that no, Satyabhama or Lakshmi ji wants me to write a separate drama on Dwarka. So then he divided his book into two parts. He was absorbed in that thought and he quickly was walking towards Jagannath Puri and he came near Haridas Thakur's hut. He met him there. Haridas Thakur said Mahaprabhu had already told that Rupa Goswami is going to come. After seeing the Uppal Bhog ceremony at the Jagannath temple, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would regularly come to meet Haridas every day. And then Mahaprabhu came and Mahaprabhu was saying, oh, Rupa Goswami is sitting with Haridas. Mahaprabhu was very happy. He embraced all of them. And then they talked with each other. Mahaprabhu asked, where is your brother Anupam? Rupa said, he passed away. Did you meet Sanatan? No, I could not meet Sanatan. I came to know that Sanatan was coming on a public way and we went from the inner way. So that's why I missed Sanatan. In Prayag, I already heard that he had gone to Vrindavan. So Rupa Goswami informed Mahaprabhu about all these things. Then Mahaprabhu made an arrangement for Rupa Goswami. And on the next day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again came and met Rupa Goswami with a great mercy. The Lord introduced him to all the devotees. So all the devotees had come this time and Rupa Goswami met everybody. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Advaita Acharya Nityananda that please shower your mercy on Rupa Goswami. He's going to do a big work. So please shower. I have given him a lot of instructions. So he needs your blessings. So both of them showered their mercy on him. Every day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come to Haridas Thakur's place, meet Rupa Goswami, and whatever prasadam he would get from the temple, he will share with Haridas and Rupa. After some time, he would talk to them, and then he would leave for his noontime duties. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dealings with the continued every day, and thus receiving the transcendental favor of Lord Srila Rupa Goswami was feeling unlimited pleasure. After Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking all his devotees with him, the time came for Gundicha Marjan. They did the Gundicha Marjan and then he went to the garden called Ayatota Garden. And there he was having a prasadam in the Ayatota Gardens. He, like always, because people have come from Bengal, so many devotees are there. So he would sit there like a picnic and have prasadam there. When Haridas Thakur and Rupa Goswami saw that all the devotees were accepting prasadam and chanting the holy name of Hari, they were both greatly pleased. When they received the remnants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prasadam through Govinda, they respected it and then they both began to dance in ecstasy. On the next day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see Srila Rupa Goswami and Mahaprabhu spoke as follows. Krishna bahire nahi kariha vraja haite vraja chadi Krishna kabhu nayaya kahite kahante. Mahaprabhu said, Rupa, Do not take out Krishna. Do not try to take Krishna out of Vrindavan. He does not go anywhere else at any time. He does not leave Vrindavan even for a second. When Rupa Goswami heard this, he was like, oh, this is the same thing. Because in his earlier drama, he was writing, oh, Krishna was in Mathura, then he was in Vrindavan, and then from there he left Mathura, and then he came to Dwarka. And Mahaprabhu and Satyabhama came and said, no, write my drama separately. And now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is indirectly hinting, do not take Krishna out of Vrindavan. He does not go. So whatever the Leela has happened in Dwarka is separate Leela. And whatever the Leelas are happening in Vrindavan is separate Leela. It is the same Krishna who has expanded himself. But Krishna does not leave Vrindavan. Here he has, so here it said, Krishna who is in Nandagaon is Yadu Kumar. He is Vasudev Krishna. And he is different from the Krishna who is the son of Nanda Maharaj. Yadu Kumar manifests his pastimes in city of Mathura and Dwarka. But Krishna of the son of Nanda Maharaj never at any time leaves Vrindavan. So Krishna has three different things. He was born in Mathura. His father was Vasudev. So there he is known as Devaki Nandan, the one who delights Vasudeva Nandan, Devaki. So that is different Leela. From Mathura, with the same father, Devaki and Vasudev, with the same father, mother, he left from there to Dwarka. So that Krishna is Vasudev. And that Krishna is different Krishna. And he has expanded himself as a different Krishna in Yashoda's place, Vrindavan. So he's called as Yashoda Nandan or Nandanandan. So, and he never lives Vrindavan because he enjoys Vrindavan the most. So you have to make this thing two separately. He hinted over there. After saying this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to perform his noontime duties, and then Srila Rupa Gosvami was somewhat surprised. Satyabhama ordered me to write the two different dramas. Now I understand that this order is being confirmed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Formerly, I wrote two dramas as one composition. Now I shall divide it and describe these incidents in two separate works. I shall write two different invocations and two different introductions, and let me think about this matter deeply. During the Rath Yatra ceremony, Rupa Gosvami saw Lord Jagannath. He also saw Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing in front of the Ratha. When Rupa Gosvami uttered a verse not Rupa Gosvami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was dancing, seeing the Rath Yatra and Jagannath ji, he got into the Radha mood and he uttered a shloka, which only Sarup Damodar Goswami understands. Now Rupa Goswami also heard it first time. And Rupa Goswami understood what he is trying to say in the shloka. All this has been explained earlier. The verse which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting, nobody understands. I'll repeat that verse. This verse has been explained earlier also, so I won't be getting too much into the explanation. We have spoken about it at great length. I'll just read the verse. Ya Kaumarahara sa eva hi varasta eva chaitra kshapas te konmilita malati surabhaya prauda kadambanila sa chaivasmi tathapi tatta surata vyapara-lila vidhau revarodasi vetasi tarutale cheta samuta kanthate tate. That very personality. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in front of Jagannath ji in the Rath Yatra. And Mahaprabhu is in deep ecstasy and Radha Rani is speaking from the heart and those words are coming from the mouth. And Rupa Goswami is hearing. Nobody in the crowd understands what is happening. Sarup Damodar knows, Rupa Goswami is hearing for the first time. It says, that very personality, Radha Rani is speaking from the mouth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That very personality who stole my heart during my youth is now again my master. These are the same moonlit nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of Malti flowers is there, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest. in our intimate relationship, it is the same lover. Yet, still, my mind is not happy here. I'm eager to go back to that place on the banks of Reva under the Vetasi tree. That is my desire. प्रियो प्रियो प्रिय सोयम कृष्ण सहचरी कुरुक्षेत्र मिलितास ततां स राधा तद इदम उभयो संगम सुखम तथापि अंत केलन मधुर मुरली पंचम जुषे मनो में कालिंदी पुलिन विपिनाया स्पृहयति. My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I am the same Radha Rani, and now we are meeting together. But Krishna is not the same. It is very pleasant, everything is good here. But this is Kurukshetra. This is not Vrindavan. He is surrounded by all his Ranis. I am missing those days when he was just mine. Him, me, the banks of Yamuna, the moonlit nights, and his flute playing the fifth note. And everybody said, oh, he only plays Radha. I'm missing those times with it. After writing this verse, when Mahaprabhu said, so first verse was spoken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The second verse, which I just said, was written by Rupa Gosvami. So Mahaprabhu in his ecstasy spoke one verse. Rupa Gosvami wrote a continuation verse, and he wrote it on a palm leaf and put it somewhere on a thatched roof. And then Rupa Gosvami went to take bath in a sea. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to meet him. And when he saw the leaf pushed into the roof and saw the verse, he began to read it. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu read the verse and he was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. And at that time, Rupa Goswami also returned from his bath, and seeing the Lord, Rupa Goswami fell at his feet. Mahaprabhu read the verse, and Mahaprabhu knew what Rupa Goswami has written. And Mahaprabhu was so ecstatic, he just, out of love, he just slapped Rupa Goswami mildly and then said, Guda mora hridaya, tui janila ke mane, etakahi rupe kaila drida alingane. He said, Oh Rup, my heart is very confidential. How did you read my mind? And after saying this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just embraced Rupa Goswami. And then he took the verse and then take it and went to Sarup Damodar and said, Mora antarvarta ja rupa janila ke mane, Sarupa kahe jani kripya kariya che apane. Mahaprabhu said, Oh Sarup, how did Rup understand what is in my heart? You know it, I know. But how did he read my mind? Sarup said, I can understand. He had met you earlier, right? And you have blessed him. So it's your blessing. It's your causeless mercy upon him that he was able to read your mind and write it down. No one can understand this meaning. So therefore, I can guess. You have bestowed your mercy on Rupa Goswami. So in this way, they praised Rupa Goswami. And here he says, Sarup Damodar said, as soon as I saw the unique composition of this verse, I could immediately understand that you have bestowed your special mercy on him. By seeing a result, one can see the cause of that result. After the 4 months of Chaturmasya, all the Vaishnavas of Bengal returned their homes, and Rupa Goswami remained in Jagannath Puri under the shelter of lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And one day, while Rupa Goswami was writing the book, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suddenly appeared. As soon as Haridas Thakur and Rupa Goswami saw the Lord coming, they both stood up and then they fell down to offer him respectful obeisances. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced them and then sat down. Lord inquired, Rupa, you're writing something. What kind of book is this? And then he took the palm leaf. So in those days, it was palm leaf, not like laptop. We just put this now. So he's writing. I mean, it's so beautiful to to think the scene. So Rupa Goswami is writing on palm leaf. All these beautiful books. Ujjwal Nilmani, Vidagadh Madhav, Lalit Madhav, all these things he has written on palm leaf. And now we get printed editions. So, but anyways, so Lord came there and he was busy writing. And then when the Lord came, they both stood up and Mahaprabhu said, "What are you writing, Rup?" And he took the palm leaf. And then he saw the fine handwriting of Rupa Goswami. And he said, "Rupa, your handwriting is like row of pearls." And then he read the manuscript. And as soon as he read the manuscript, he was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Tunde Tandavani Ratim Vitanute, Tundavali Labdhaye, Karna Krodha Kadambani Ghatayate, Karnarbudebhya Spriham, Chetah Prangana Sangini Vijayate, Sarvendriyanam Kritim, No Jane Janita Kriyadibhir, Amritai Krishna iti Varnadvai. So, what Rupa Goswami had written, he had explained, he was trying to bring the nectar of the two syllables Krishna. And this shloka is from, he wrote two books, Vidagadh Madhav and Lalit Madhav. So Vidagadh Madhav, it's a 7-act play written by Rupa Goswami, which describes his pastimes in Vrindavan. And Lalit Madhav describes the pastimes in Dwarka. So here he is explaining, the meaning has been given. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to be dancing in my mouth. And when we then desire many, many mouths, when that name enters the whole of the years, we desire many millions of years. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. How beautifully explained the two-syllable Krishna. So when you hear it, you want thousands of years. When you're thinking of it, you become inert. And it is dancing on the courtyard of your heart. How beautiful. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted this verse, Haridas Thakur also heard it, and they all became jubilant, and they all started dancing with this rasmay, nectarian shloka, explaining the meaning of Krishna. Mahaprabhu said, nowhere have I heard such beautiful meaning. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Haridas and Rupa Goswami out of happiness, and then after that he left to the seaside for his noontime duties. On the next day, after visiting the temple of Lord Jagannath, as usual, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Satyabhama Bhattacharya, Ramanand Rai, and Sarup Damodar. They all went to Srila Rupa Goswami, and on the way, Lord greatly praised his qualities. So next day, Lord was so excited, everybody has to hear what Rupa Goswami has written. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited the two important verses, he felt great pleasure. Thus, as if he had 5 mouths, he began to praise Rupa Goswami. When they reached there, these two people again got up, and now Mahaprabhu is accompanied by other devotees. They all met Rupa Goswami and Haridas Thakur, and the Lord then sat on an elevated place. Rupa Goswami and Haridas Thakur sat at the foot of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Rupa Goswami to read the verse they had previously heard, Mahaprabhu sitting, and these two people, Sarup Damodar is also sitting with him. And Mahaprabhu said, Rup, please speak that verse again. It is so beautiful. Or give it to Sarup Damodar. Rup was very shy. So Rup felt, how am I going to say, how am I going to speak in front of Sarup and all? They are stalwarts. I'm feeling a little shy. Mahaprabhu said, give it to Sarup. He will read. Sarup Damodar took the verse and he read the verse. The same verse is repeated again. And Ramanand Rai was there. Satyabhama Bhattacharya was there. They are hearing the verse. And they're like, oh my God. Mahaprabhu, this verse, Rup could not have written if you would not have given him your special blessing. Rupa Gosvami has understood your mind. It is because of your mercy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, Rupa, recite the verse from your drama, which upon being heard makes all people's unhappiness and lamentation goes away. And Rupa Goswami again recited the same verse which had the meaning of Krishna, which we just did. All of them heard the same verse with the dictated and meaning of Krishna, that you want thousands of years to hear Krishna's name. You want all your senses become still, and the name of Krishna is dancing in your courtyard. Everyone was ecstatic, and everyone admitted that these statements are so beautiful, glorifying the holy name of the Lord. They had never heard such sweet descriptions the way Rupa Goswami had written. So now Ramanand Rai got more inquisitive, because Ramanand Rai is into drama and dance, and he does all that thing in Jagannath Puri. He has his girls whom he's training to dance in front of Jagannath. So now he's interested in the natak, in the drama. So Ramanand Rai asked, what kind of drama are you writing? We can understand that it is a mine of conclusive statements. Sarup Damodar then replied for Srila Rupa Goswami that he wanted to write some drama on the pastimes of Krishna. And first he was planning to do it in one book, but now I think he's doing it in 2 books. And these 2 plays are called Vidagadh Madhav and Lalit Madhav. Both of them have wonderfully described the ecstatic, emotional love of Godhead. Ramanand Rai said, oh, wonderful. Can you please recite one introductory verse if you have written? Then Rupa Goswami said the introductory verse. Sudhanam chandrinam api madhurin unmadadamini dadhana radhadi pranaya ganasarai surabhitam samantat santapodgama vishama sansar rasarini pranitam te trishnam harato hari-lila shikharini. So the introductory verse was, may the pastimes of Sri Krishna reduce the miseries existing in the material world and nullify all unwanted desires. The pastimes of the Supreme Lord are like shikharini, a blend of yogurt and sugar candy. They overpower the pride of even the nectar produced on the moon. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam. For they distribute the sweet fragrance of concentrated loving affairs of Srimati Radha and the gopis. Ramanand Rai said, can you please describe your worshipable deity? Can you please glorify? Rupa Goswami was very hesitant, very shy, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also present there. The Lord, however, encouraged Rupa and said, please don't be embarrassed. You should recite it so that devotees can hear the good fruit of your writing. Then Rupa Goswami recited the verse. I'll just read the meaning. He said, may the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost core of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has descended in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered, the most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. All the devotees were very happy, because Ramanand Rai said, please glorify your deity. And now he is glorifying my deity, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If anything is coming, it is because of his mercy. All of them present there were very happy. Then Ramanand Rai again asked, have you introduced the assembly of players? Rupa Goswami replied, the players assemble at a suitable time under the heading of Pravartaka. And then he gave some shlokas from there also. Ramanand Rai then said, please recite the other parts. I think that Rupa replied, I think that Sri Mahaprabhu's desire to hear is prarochan. And then as per Mahaprabhu's desire, he recited some more verse, the meaning of which is, the devotees are now present are constantly thinking of the Supreme Lord and are therefore highly advanced. This work named Vidagadh Madhav depicts the characteristic pastimes of Lord Krishna with the decorations of poetic ornaments, and the inner grounds of forest of Vrindavan provide a suitable platform for the dancing of Krishna with the gopis. Therefore, I think that the pious activities of persons like us who have tried to advance in devotional service have now attained maturity. And he went on explaining more and more things. Ramanand Rai then inquired from Rupa Gosvami about the causes of the loving affairs between the Krishna and gopis, about their previous attachments, about the transformation of love, endeavors for love, and exchanges of letters disclosing the gopis' awakening love for Krishna. So he said, have you written all those parts too? Can you share? Ramanand Rai informed everything to him, whatever he had written. And one of the shlokas he said, describing love of Radha Rani, Ekasya sutam evalumpati matim krishneti namaksharam sandronmada paramparam upanayati anyasya vamshi kala esha snigdha ghana dyutirmanasi me lagna pate vikshnat kashtam dik purushatat trayeratir abhunmanye mriti shreyasi. Experiencing previous attachment to Krishna, Srimati Radharani thought, since I have heard the name of a person called Krishna. So this is a part of the drama and the mood of Radharani in that drama. And Radharani is thinking of Krishna before she fell in love with Krishna, the Purva Rag. And she's saying, since I have heard the name of a person called Krishna, I have practically lost all my good sense. Then there is another person. So one name I have heard is of Krishna. Then I think there is another person, oh Sakhi, who is always playing the flute. I'm telling you, my mind is always attracted to that vibration. And when he plays the flute, some kind of madness just arises in my heart. And oh Sakhi, this is not enough. There's another person to whom my mind is attracted. And when I see his beautiful lightning-like effulgence in his picture, and therefore, I think I'm greatly condemned. My mind is liking these three people. One playing the flute, one with the name Krishna, and one with that beautiful, who's very beautiful, bluish color effulgence. It would be better for me to die because this is not good. How can I be attached to three persons at the same time? So this is the state of madness when you're in love. My dear friend, so there's another shloka which means, my dear friend, these palpitations of Srimati Radharani's heart are extremely difficult to cure. If one applied some medical treatment, it would only end in defamation. Oh, dearly beautiful one, the artistic loveliness of your picture is now impressed within my mind. Since now you are living within my mind, wherever I wish to run, this is Radharani's words, wherever I wish to run, I'm not able to run because you are all the time with me. Oh, my friend, why are you blocking my way like this? Upon seeing the peacock feathers in front of her, this girl suddenly begins trembling. When she says, sometimes sees a necklace of gunja, conch shells, she shed tears. So this is spoken. This is spoken by Mukhara, a friend of Lord Krishna's grandmother. So Mukhara goes to grandmother of Lord Krishna, Purnamasi, and then he says, I just saw a girl who sees your grandson Krishna, and then she goes trembles, and then when she sees the peacock, she's trembling, she cries, and I do not know what kind of aesthetic influence has entered into the heart of this girl. And she's dancing all the time. Srimati Radharani, again another verse. Srimati Radharani is talking to her friend. My dear friend, if Krishna is unkind to me, you should not cry. Maybe I'll die, but you don't cry. It is not your fault that I died. But afterwards, if I die, in case, I love him so much, say in case I die, it's not your fault, I'm telling you in the beginning. But if I die, can you do me one thing? My last will. Sakhi is like, what are you talking? Yeah, please, don't. Just say, promise me, you'll do my last wish. What? In my funeral, to observe my funeral ceremony, oh Sakhi, my body with its arm embracing a tamal tree like creepers, so that I may remain forever in Vrindavan undisturbed. That is my last request. Please do this thing for me, that my hands are embracing a tamal tree, because the tamal tree resembles Krishna. Raya kahe kaha dekhi bhavera swabhava Aishihaya Krishna Vishakaya Bhava. Ramanand said, what are the characteristics of emotional love? Can you please give something from there? Then Rupa Goswami also quoted one more shloka. Again, it was spoken by Purnamasi. Purnamasi said, my dear beautiful friend, if one develops love for Godhead, love for Krishna, all the bitter and sweet influences of this love will manifest in one's heart. Such love of Godhead acts in two ways. The poisonous effects of love of Godhead defeat the severe and fresh poison of the serpent, and yet there is a simultaneously transcendental bliss which pours down and defeats the poisonous effects of a snake, as well as derived from the pouring nectar on one's head. It is perceived as doubly effective. So Ramanand Rai then inquired, what are the natural characteristics of awakening love of Godhead? Rupa Goswami again explained from a source, from a verse. He says, when one hears praise from his beloved, he outwardly remains neutral, but feels pain within his heart. When he hears his beloved making accusations about him, he takes them to be jokes and enjoys pleasure. When he finds faults in his beloved, they do not diminish his love, nor do the beloved's good qualities increase his spontaneous affection. Thus, spontaneous love continues under all circumstances. This is how spontaneous love of Godhead acts within the heart. And he went on giving more and more shlokas from his book, which was talking about spontaneous love. Then Ramanand Rai inquired, have you described Vrindavan, the vibration of the transcendental flute, and the relationship between Radha and Krishna? Please tell me about your poetic, because your poetic ability is wonderful. Rupa Goswami took few shlokas from there. I'll read one or two shlokas from Vidagadh Madhav. He says, my dear friend, this is Radha's love. See how this forest of Vrindavan is full of transcendental creepers and trees. The tops of the creepers are full of flowers, and intoxicated bumblebees are buzzing around them, humming songs that please the ear and surprise even the Vedic hymns. My dear friend, this forest of Vrindavan is giving great pleasure to our senses. Somewhere, bumblebees are singing. And in some places, mild breezes are cooling the entire atmosphere. Somewhere, the creepers and tree twigs are dancing. The mallika flowers are expanding. How is it happening? He says, the flute of Krishna's pastimes. 3 fingers in length, and it is bedecked with Indra-lila gems. At the end of the flute are Aruna gems, rubies, and they're also glittering beautifully. And between its ends, the flute is plated with gold, set ablaze with diamonds. And this auspicious flute, pleasing to Krishna, is glittering in his hands. And then the gopis are saying, oh, this flute is so lucky. It must have done something good in his past life. That's why it was born in the family of the bamboo, and this was cut, and then it went into Sri Krishna's hand. And Krishna loves the flute so much and the flute is so lucky that the first person to get Krishna's nectar flowing from his mouth is the flute. And the flute has occupied the space on Krishna's lips. How lucky is this flute? It must have done some lot of good things in his past life. So these are all the various shlokas which is describing the love, the flute, the relation between Radha and Krishna. And Rupa Goswami quoted all of this. And then he said about the beauty of Krishna. His eyes surpasses the beauty of white lotus flowers. His yellow garments surpass the brilliance of fresh decorations of kumkuma. His ornaments of the selected flowers subdue the hankering for best of garments, and his bodily beauty possesses mind-attracting splendor greater than that of jewels known as Markat Mani. Radha Rani is speaking to Lalita Devi, looking at Shri Krishna, and she says, "Oh, beautiful face one, oh Lalite, who is this creative person standing before us? And the way he's looking, oh, with the sharp chisels of his loving glances, he's splitting the hard stones of many women's devotion to their husbands. And with the luster of his body, surpassing the brilliance of his countless emeralds, he is simultaneously constructing private meeting places for his pastimes." Lalita Devi said, "My dear friend, this newly youthful Lord Krishna is the moon of the family of Nanda Maharaj. And is beautiful that he defies the beauty of the clusters of valuable jewels. All glories to the vibration of his flute. For you have no idea. It cunningly breaks the patience of chaste ladies by loosening their belts and their tight dresses." And then he quoted some more verses describing the beauty of Radharani, who is describing Sri Krishna. Wow, he's speaking to his friend Madhumangal. So when you read the Natak, these are all just few slokas. When you read the whole Natak, you will know. So Krishna goes to his friend and he's talking about Radharani, and Radharani is talking to Lalita Devi, and two friends discussing in between, and the boys discussing, and then the love is going on increasing. And when they meet both, and then all of these people, they make all the arrangements for them to meet. So it goes on. It's like that. Krishna is telling, the beauty of Srimati Radharani's eyes forcibly devours the beauty of newly grown blue lotus flowers. The beauty of her face surpasses that of an entire forest of fully blossomed forest lotuses. Her bodily luster seems to place even gold into painful situation. Her unprecedented beauty is awakening in Vrindavan, O Madhumangal. Although the effulgence of the moon is brilliant initially at the night, and in the daytime it fades away. Similarly, the lotus is beautiful during the daytime. In the night it closes. But Radharani's beauty, oh Madhumangal, it never fades. It just goes on increasing. I do not even know what to compare her beautiful face with. Can you suggest me something, Madhumangal? And when Sri Radharani smiles, it seems like waves of joy flow over her cheeks, and her arched eyebrows dance like a bow of Cupid. Her glance, Madhumangal, is so enchanting that it is like a dancing bumblebee moving unsteadily due to intoxication. That bee has smitten the whole whirl of my heart. Having heard these verses recited by Rupa Gosvami, Ramanand Rai was like so pleased. He said, "Can you please can you please let me hear the introductory portion of your other drama? This is so beautiful, the Vidagadh Madhav. But that Lalit Madhav, the Dwarka also is like this. Please let me hear." Rupa Goswami said, I thank you for the praises, but I'm very impudent to open my mouth. It's very impudent to open my mouth in front of you. But still, if you ask me, I will still say just for your pleasure. And then, so there, it's a different introduction. The beautiful moon-like glories of Mukunda, because there he is the one who gives liberation. He's Dwarkadish. So there, no Nandanandan. The name itself is changed, Mukunda, because the Aishwarya form. The beautiful moonlight glories of Mukunda give distress to lotus-like faces of the wives of the demons and to their raised breasts, which are like gleaming chakravak birds. Those glories, however, are pleasing to all his devotees who are like chakora birds. May those glories forever pleasure you all. So in Dwarka, he has a different form. Here another one. The moon-like face of this supreme personality of Godhead, who is known as the son of Mother Sachi, has now appeared on earth. First, he described Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then then Mahaprabhu is then Ramanand Rai kept on asking. Although, so when he's describing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the second drama also, he says, this son of Sachi is the emperor of the Brahmana community. He can drive away all the darkness of ignorance and control the mind of everyone in the world. May that rising moon bestow upon us all good fortune. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt a little awkward. And he said externally, you have to describe about Krishna, not about me. Why have you put me in this false prayer? Ramanand Rai said, Mahaprabhu, whatever he has done, it is so good. Please do not stop him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear Ramanand Rai, I am ashamed to hear them. Why is he doing this? Ramanand Rai said, Mahaprabhu, people will not joke. In fact, people are going to like this, that he has put your name in between. So please let it be like that. And then Ramanand Rai went on questioning him about the details. He said, please describe me the different introduction, different portions of your play. Rupa Gosvami took few more shlokas, and then he says, from the same Lalit Madhav, he has taken few more shlokas. My dear friend, who is this fearless man? The same shlokas which we had learned now, he has repeated again. After hearing all these shlokas and their conversation, Ramanand Rai was very happy, and he submitted at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the super excellence of Sri Rupa Goswami's poetic expression and began to praise as if he had thousands of mouth. Ramanand Rai said, Hey, Amritera Dhara, this is not a poetry or a drama. This is the Amritera Dhara. This is continuous shower of nectar. Natak Lakshana Sab Siddhantera Sara. This drama is not, it looks like a natak, it looks like a drama, but what he has written is the conclusion of all Siddhantas, ultimate realization. Prema Paripati ei Adbhuta Varnana. The way he has described love is Adbhut, is excellent. Just by hearing it, the ears are feeling good, and there is a whirlpool of transcendental bliss in the heart. And, O Mahaprabhu, Tomara Shakti Veena Jivera Nahi Ei Vani, Tumi Shakti Diya Kaho Hana Anumani. The way Rupa Goswami has written, I know, we all assembled here, we know it is your mercy. It is you who have given your power to him, that because of your power he has written. It looks like it is Rupa Goswami, but the doer is you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, Prabhu kahe, prayage ihara haila milana. Ihara gune ihate amara tushta haila mana. He said, I met Rupa Goswami in Prayag. And Rupa Goswami is so nice. He attracted and satisfied me because of his qualities. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu praised the metaphors and other literary ornaments of Srila Rupa Goswami's transcendental poetry. Without such poetic attributes, he said, there is no possibility of preaching the transcendental mellows. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested all his personal associates to bless Rupa Goswami so that he might continuously describe the pastimes of Vrindavan, which are full of emotional love of Godhead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, Srila Rupa Goswami's elder brother, whose name is Sanatan Goswami, is such a wise and learned scholar, and nobody is equal to him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Ramanand Rai, his brother Sanatan Goswami, he is also different. And Sanatan Goswami's renunciation of material connections is just like yours. Humility, renunciation, and excellent learning exist in him simultaneously. So both these brothers, Rupa and Sanatan, are excellent. I have empowered both these brothers to go to Vrindavan and to expand the literature of bhakti. You have seen Rupa Goswami's work. Sanatan is also working on expanding these literatures. Raya kahe, Ishvara tumi. You are the Lord. Tumi ye chai karite. Whatever you desire, you can do. Kastera putli tumi parana chete. You are Lord. You can make even a wooden doll dance. I see the truths regarding transcendental mellows that you expounded through my mouth are all explained in the writings of Srila Rupa Goswami. He says, you made me speak about all this. Now you are making Rupa Goswami write it. And because of your causeless mercy towards your devotees, you want to describe the transcendental pastimes in Vrindavan. Anyone empowered like this can bring the entire world under your influence. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Rupa Goswami and asked him to offer prayers at the feet of all the devotees present, Advaita Acharya, Nityanand Prabhu, and all other devotees showed causeless mercy to Rupa Goswami and embracing them in return. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left from there. Haridas Thakur told him, there is no limit to your good fortune, Rupa. No one can understand the glories of what you have described. Rupa Goswami said, Haridas, I do not know anything. The only transcendental words I can utter are those which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu makes me speak. In this way, Srila Rupa Goswami passed his time in close association with Haridas Thakur by discussing the pastimes of Lord Krishna in great happiness. All the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spent 4 months with him. The Lord bade them farewell and they then returned to Bengal. Srila Rupa Goswami, however, stayed at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when the Dola Yatra festival took place, he saw it with great happiness, in great happiness with the Lord. After the Dola Yatra festival was over, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to Rupa Goswami also. The Lord empowered him and bestowed him all kinds of mercy. Lord said, Vrindavan yaha tumi rahiya Vrindavane ekabara yaha pathaiya Sanatane. He said, please Rupa, now please go back to Vrindavan, finish your work there. And if you meet Sanatan, tell Sanatan also to come and visit me in Jagannath Puri. When you go to Vrindavan, stay there. Preach transcendental literature and excavate the holy places. Krishna seva rasa bhakti kariha prachar amiha dekhite taya tahayamu ekbar. Establish the service of Lord Krishna and preach the mellows of Lord Krishna's devotional service. I shall also go to Vrindavan once more. Having thus spoken, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Rupa Goswami, who then placed the lotus feet of the Lord upon his head. Srila Rupa Goswami took leave of all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and returned to Vrindavan by the path through Bengal. Thus, I have described the second meeting of Rupa Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who hears this incident will certainly attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Pade Yara Asa Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishnadas. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus ends the Bhakti-Vedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, first chapter, describing the second meeting of Srila Rupa Goswami and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tomorrow we are going to hear another story. It's a beautiful one, the chastisement of Junior Haridas. So with this we come to an end. There is some comments. All right. Sarika, Ma, after hearing this and Geet Govind from you, I am feeling down when reflecting on myself. ऐसी surrenderness अभी आई नहीं है. May not be even 1% is there. Mind dances here and there. Sometimes it thinks about God. Other times it tangles itself into worldly desires. Then it goes into full confusion mode and thinks it's guilty of asking for desire fulfillment, where it should only be asking the love of Radha Krishna's feet. I feel so guilty of asking Ma of any desire. One, I think Ma already knows before any desire even comes to mind. Why ask when she knows? Second, it is worthy of asking Ma of any worldly desire fulfillment. Sorry for this lengthy question, but this is a glimpse of what goes on in my mind. So how to feel this eternal love that gopis have for Krishna and Radha Rani? How to be fully surrendered? You are asking to your Ma. You're getting it? You're asking Ma. A child will always ask Ma. So that is why in this bhakti, everything is reversed. When we were children, we were asking our parents, please give us this, please give us this, please give us this. When we grew up, are we asking our parents? We don't ask. Rather, we will give. So, till now, you are thinking you are a child. So, you want Bhagwan to be that person to whom you can go and ask, and he will give. And you feel satisfaction and confidence that my mother is there and my father is there, Supreme Mother, Supreme Father is there, they are giving it. But love, so that is also is love. But when that Bhagwan becomes small, that is what is bhakti. So first of all, here in bhakti, everything has to go reverse. Similarly, with a husband, you may ask, give me this, give me that. But if you become over-depending, Love will go away. With a lover, you can ask. But if you become over demanding, it will go away. Love, when really true love happens, there is no demands. In true love, there is giving. What can I do for you that will make you happy? Because to see your happiness on your face makes me happy. So, so love has many things. So right now, when you're writing, I'm asking Ma so much, I'm asking Ma so much, I am just thinking, even though whatever your age is, you're just a small child, you're looking for mother. The day love purifies, the girl gets married. So as long as I was at my parents' home, I was asking them. Now I got married. Whom am I going to ask? My husband. But am I going to keep on asking? No. Because me and my husband are equal. We know. We give love to each other. Right? So love has taken a different form. So the day the love takes a different form, either it will be Krishna becomes your baby. What will you do? You'll ask Krishna when he becomes a baby, or you'll be thinking, oh Krishna, I have to feed you. If I don't give shower to my Krishna, who will give you? So Bhagavan, so this path of bhakti is a very different path than till now what you have followed. That is why the 5 conjugal mellows are so important to understand. Till now, Shantras, mother is there, father is there, they will give me and I'm relaxed. But in bhakti, as you grow, they are dependent on us and we want to give. So yeah, how does that come? Again, satsanga, satsanga, satsanga. Till now, you had never heard of this concept. So satsanga, 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 satsanga. And one day, Chaitanya Charitamrita, you're reading it for the first time, hearing for the first time. This is how it happened to me also. Oh, this is love. This is love. Unconditional love. I've been saying I love, I love, I love. But no, this is unconditional love. First of all, I understood what is unconditional love. And then slowly one day, by chanting, by constant association, I never left my association. Constant chanting, association, and thinking in my mind that one day I will stop asking. One day I'll stop asking. One day I'll stop asking. The guilt feel went on. Why am I asking? Why am I asking? Don't they know? Don't they know? And one day it went so high because love, so love and guilt, they're both going together. The guilt of asking and the love of loving. It's going. One point, it was like, from today onwards, I'm not going to ask. Forget it. I'm not going to ask. And that was like a vow. That was like a vow. I took it in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he only taught me how to love him. His love is what first person to teach was him. And then in Chaitanya, we have a temple here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's temple in Laguna Beach. I went there and I really, that day, I can never forget. I just looked at him and I was like, this is it. I'm never going to ask anything. Forget it. I have to see how it works. How long am I going to say, why am I asking, why am I asking, why am I asking? No, I'm done. And I'm telling you, I did that. You do try it. Next time you just sit in front of God. And the moment your mind says, ask, say, I love you, God. I just love you. That's all. This is how I have done. Every time the mind said, ask, because the mind is old condition, right? Old conditioning. Keep asking, keep asking. That is what we ever taught. But no. When I told the mind not to ask, it will not ask. What am I supposed to ask? What is it? Then I started looking at everything. What am I asking? What more? What do we ask normally? We'll ask for job, money, or the well-being of our family. These are only 3 things we ask. Or if we are stuck in some problem, we'll ask God to save us. Nothing wrong in asking God like that. But then when I started thinking, oh, I'm asking for the family, I saw all my family are different souls. They have come with their own karmic thing, baggage. I can rather give whatever prayer I'm doing, I can give to them. Please, God, I just love you and I'm giving everything to you. And these are your souls. You have sent me to take care of them. I'll take care of them. They have come with their own karmic baggage. If they can learn from me one thing, that Ma was always with Bhagwan. That's it. And Bhagwan will take care of them also and for me also. Then I felt relaxed. I never asked. Then it comes money. How much money do I need? Whatever I need. Maybe to buy a house, but it never happened. Whether you bought a house or not, lived in rental, no problem. Maybe 1 bedroom, no problem. I'm happy. So as long as I'm living, God is going to provide me and my family and God is going to provide shelter, and God is going to provide clothes. Done. Relax. What am I supposed to ask now? Oh, I'm in deep trouble. Some problem came. And what are the problem? Then you think, oh, it's a roller coaster ride. Is he not watching? Every problem will come. Every problem will have a solution. And then the next day, there's another problem coming. Some problems are very strong, very grave. Some problems are light. But not even a second goes without a problem. How long? So then one day I thought, how long? Till the end of my life, I'm just going to keep talking about my problems to Bhagwan. And these problems are never going to end. I would rather meet him every time and I will spend my time loving him. Really, I'm telling you, I have filled my heart with love. If I see Krishna, I don't want to talk about problems. I just want to love him. I just want to keep looking at his eyes. I just want to keep looking at his feet. I just want to keep looking at his lotus hand. And when the gopis tell, oh, keep your lotus hand, the school hand, I would actually, in my bhavana, feel that his lotus hand on my head. What else do I want? What else? I can only see with my lens, I can only see this much problems. And this man, whom I love, is aware of everything. So rather, let me focus my lens on him alone, him alone. When love overpowers, then automatically you stop asking. You just want to love him. That's all. This is the nature of love. So yeah, in the beginning, we asked, but then now you have heard it. Slowly our consciousness will try to improve us. And he is the guru, inside guru, who will help us every place. And that's why to all my disciples, I say, when you pray, say, give me Nishkam Bhakti, give me Nishkam Bhakti. God, today I am praying to you with all my desires, but make me desireless. One day I want to do a bhakti, which is aituki, which is causeless. I really want this bhakti. If you pray, Bhagavan will give. All right, Sarika. So yeah, you'll get that too. All right, so we end it up here and we'll see you tomorrow. Jai Shri Krishna. Radhe Radhe.
Thank you, Guruma.